Hi to everyone. This is Dr.S.P.Saranya, Assistant Professor in the Department of Commerce with Computer Application, working at Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. Now I am going to see about the Java servlet. So in our last video, we seen about the Java virtual machine, and then now we have to see about the Java servlets. So Java servlet, what is Java servlet means? Java servlets are small platform independent server-side programs that pro- programs programmatically extend the functionality of the web server. It programmatically extend the functionality of the web server. So the Java Servlet API provides a simple framework for building application on the web servers. So the properties of Java servlets are the properties that can mention the Java servlet work on the server side, and servlets are capable of handling complex requests obtained from the web server. And then execution of Java servlets, that is, it's involved following six basic steps. The first one is the client send the request to the web server, and then web server receives the request from the clients, and then web server passes the request to the corresponding servlet. So client, first of all, client send the request to server, then server receives the request, and third one is the web server passes the client request to the corresponding servlet. And then the servlet processes the request and generates the response in the form of output. So servlet only produce the output of the client request, and the servlet sends the response back to the web server. The web server sends the response back to the client, and the client browser display the on screen. So this is the execution of the servlet. Those uh, those servlet process the servlet process following needs is the needed for the server side extension. The first need is the server-side extension are nothing but the technologies that are used to create dynamic web pages, and actually to provide the facility of dynamic web pages, the web pages need a container or web server. To meet this requirement, independent web server offers some property solution in the form of APIs, that is application programming interface. These APIs allows us to build programs and that can run with a web server. In this case, Java Servlet is also one of the component of a APIs of Java platform. So before learning about Java Servlets, the servlet technology is similar to the other web server extensions such as Common Gateway Interface, shortly denoted CGI script, and the Hypertext Preprocessor, that means PHP script. So, however, Java servlets are more acceptable since they solve the limitation of CGI, such as low performance and low degree scalability. So, CGI is actually an external application that written is by using the C programming or C++ programming, and this is responsible for processing client request and generating the dynamic content. In CGI application, when a client makes a request to access dynamic web pages, the web server performs the following operations. It first locates the requested web page, that is required CGI application, using the URL. So URL means Uniform Resource Locator. It then creates a new process to service the client request. So it invokes the CGI application within the process and passes the request to information of the application. So it collects the response from the CGI application and then destroys the process, prepares the HTTP response and sends it to the client. So in CGA server has to create and destroy the process for every request. It's easy to understand that is approach applicable for handling few client, but as number of clients increases. So these workload on the server increases, and So the time is taken to process the request. So these are all the steps of Java servlet execution. Thank you so much.